Reilly here. Welcome to the No Spin News for Wednesday, February 21st, 2024. Stand up for your country. So James Biden testifies today under oath behind closed doors in front of the House Oversight Committee. Took about 2 hours. They broke for lunch, and then the leaks started to come out, which we knew was going to happen. The first leak is that James Biden told the committee that Hunter and he had a business and had nothing to do with Joe Biden as vice president or president. Shocked? No, come on. Everybody knew he was going to say that, and he said it. So we are going to wait to see what the total testimony is. I'm more interested in the questions than the answers because I know the answers. I know what Joe Biden's going to say. Not Joe Biden, Jim Biden. I mean, he's been briefed by his attorneys. You know the game. But I'm interested in the question, both sides. And we'll have that for you tomorrow. Tonight, the Talking Points Memo is about a man named Alexander Smirnov. Come on. Do you know Alexander? Alexander Smirnov. There he is. Little hoodie. Ukrainian guy. So he, you will remember, said to the FBI that Joe Biden and Hunter Biden each received $5 million from Burisma, the Ukrainian oil company. Remember that? So that's what Alexander said to the FBI. Now, it is a crime to lie to the FBI. So if they come to your house and ask you, you better tell the truth. So after he said that, there was all kinds of reporting, mostly on the right-wing media, from the right-wing media. The left pretty much ignored the story, saying, look, we told you, look, $5 million. How many times did you hear that? That was all over Fox News, all over talk radio. But it wasn't here. You didn't hear it here. We didn't mention it. Alexander Smirnov got zero airtime on the No Spin News or my radio broadcasts. Why? Because we couldn't verify it. And we don't do that. So if accusations are lodged against anybody, and we can't verify at least some kind of facts in the case, we're not going to report it. That is why I think part of the reason you're listening and watching me right this second. So I'm not going to deal with this stuff. That's what they do on the internet. That's what they do in the ideological precincts of the corporate media all day long. Now, I've been quite clear that I believe the Biden family are grifters, that they used the vice president position to amass perhaps as much as $30 million for doing nothing. How can I say that? Banking records. See, that's evidence. Banking records. Hunter Biden is a drug addict, right? His brother, the president's brother, Jim, I don't know what Jim is. I don't know what he's ever done. There's nothing distinguished about his resume. And all of a sudden, this money's pouring in. Doesn't take a PhD in political science or economics to figure this out, particularly when banking records prove the flow of money to the Bidens. Now, Joe Biden himself, we don't know whether he benefited economically. But this guy, Smirnov, says he did, and now he has been charged. He faces 2 charges, making false statements, obstructing the government's investigation into Hunter Biden. So they got him. I think he's in Vegas in custody there because they took him off a flight. He came to the United States and the FBI was waiting for him. And Now he's basically admitting that he lied. And he's saying, oh, well, the Russians told me to do it, or this one, or that one, whatever it may be. But the important thing for you to know, the honest American who is seeking valid information so you can protect yourself and your family, important thing for you to know is I am not going to report stuff I cannot verify. I'm not going to do conspiracies. And the reason the right-wing media did this is because they wanted it to be true. They wanted it to be true. And the reason the left-wing media ignored the Smirnov story is not the same reason I did. They ignored it because they didn't want it to be true. They didn't want the people to know. Okay, we imposed journalistic discipline on the story. So, yeah, am I bragging? Am I tooting my own horn? Yeah, I am, because it's so rare. Okay, so we don't know at this point where this impeachment inquiry is going to lead. But from what I'm getting, I do not believe that President Biden is going to be impeached. I don't believe the Republicans are going to do that. They're going to allow this flow unless, of course, there's other information that comes out. Valid information. But they're going to let this build and build and build, and in conjunction to Mr. Biden's mental problems, hope that's enough to eliminate him from a victory in November. And that is the memo. Again, we will have an assessment of the Jim Biden testimony tomorrow. So President Biden's in California. He's not doing the people's business, as we reported yesterday. He's just cleaning up money from the liberals out there. And there's a lot of money to be cleaned up. Okay? So he runs around. And then on Friday, the president's going to put more sanctions on Putin. So my question is, how many more sanctions can we put? I think we're sanctioned out, right? What else can we do? And if we haven't done it, why? The guy is killing hundreds of thousands of people in Ukraine. So we got more sanctions now because of Alexei Navalny's murder? So Biden said, yeah, we got more sanctions. Okay. I don't think it's going to matter to Putin. He's hurting, by the way, and we have a segment coming up on that. But Putin's going to get down with the ship. I mean, he's going down. He's not giving up. So, got to know that. But anyway, Friday, Navalny, by the way, was sentenced to 19 years in a Soviet prison for, quote, extremism. So if we had the same law here, everybody in MSNBC would be in a federal penitentiary. All right. Cheap shot, but, I'm allowed to do that. UN. So the UN hates Israel. And was a resolution calling for Israel to immediately stop fighting and have a ceasefire. All right. 13 members of the Security Council voted yes. The only member of the Security Council that did not vote yes was the USA, sticking up for Israel. Okay? The UK didn't vote. They abstained. But there's a veto, and we were able to veto this resolution in the United Nations. Now, Biden's putting out his own what Israel should do, and of course Netanyahu will totally ignore it because Israel is going to do what they want to do. And I'm not saying that's justified 100%. I'm not. I think that the Israelis should be looking for a way, all right, to tamp this down a bit. But with the hostages not being released, that's pretty hard to do. It is not too late to make the right choice. If you're distancing yourself from companies supporting the radical left, please choose AMAC's Medicare Advisory Service. Whether it's prescription drug coverage, plan changes, exploring Medicare options, AMAC provides top-notch guidance from their experienced staff. Upholding pro-America values, AMAC has been helping people navigate Medicare for years. Their services are not only free of charge, but also free from any leftist agenda or corporate influence. AMAC stands as the conservative alternative to the AARP, earning its position as the #1 group for freedom-loving individuals. So make the right choice for your health and values with AMAC. Choices do matter, and the choice is yours. Choose Medicare the right way with AMAC's Medicare Advisory Service. You can call them at 888-355-5605 during normal business hours, 888-355-5605, or online at amac.us/trust. That's amac.us/TRUST. amac.us/trust. Okay, let's segue right into the mail. John Vanneman, Oceanside, California. Hey, Bill, most people realize that the media spins facts and puts out propaganda. Even newspapers don't seem reliable. That's why I have paid attention to your updates on various stations since the 1990s. Thank you. I appreciate that. And now I watch the No Spin News. As you stated yesterday, the news used to be facts. I remember this when I was young. What would be the easiest way to cut through all the spin and get the facts today? There's no easy way. This isn't. So I get the Wall Street Journal delivered every day. Their editorial page is usually very accurate. Sem4 is a website. Okay? I look at it. Tangle. We had the guy on a couple of weeks ago. Seems to be fairly accurate. But you got to search. And of course, BillO'Reilly.com. And we have loaded that website up. You need to just go there and look at all the things that we have. So, but it's not easy. Bill Blackwell, Menifee, California. Do you think George Soros is putting money into Nikki Haley's campaign to keep her in the race? George Soros is not putting money into Nikki Haley's campaign as far as we know. So whoever told you that is misleading you, Bill. Keep that in mind. Harold Witkoff, Boynton Beach, Florida. Hey, Bill, how about you consider how the Republican House is blocking everything, and they're the ones who are not governing? Well, I don't have a lot of faith in the Republican House representatives. I mean, I think some of their conduct is abysmal. But I analyze each issue as it comes down. I don't generalize. But there is a fringe group of Republicans in the House that did damage, just like the squad on the left. Michael Knox, Long Beach, Indiana. I know you have a certain focus to restore order through the election of Donald Trump. Please spotlight the need to vote back a Republican majority. That's not what we do. You're smart enough to know who you want to vote for. I'm not telling you who to vote for. I'm not a party guy. I don't do that. And we are independent. And we like it that way. David, that Ross Perot is such an odd duck. Talk about a brilliant nut job. I still contend that had Perot not entered the race, Bush the elder would have been reelected. It's a tight one. I analyze it for my upcoming book, Confronting the Presidents. You know, Clinton won because Perot took 19 million votes away. Was it enough? I'm not sure. Probably was. So Bill Clinton's best friend back then was Ross Perot. Michael Labutte, Sheboygan, Michigan. I recently finished the excellent Killing the Witches book. Coincidentally, a few days later, I received from my cousin, a genealogist, the history of my mother's family. I was shocked to find my relative, Nathaniel Felton, was living in Salem in 1692. My cousin found a letter that he wrote defending John Proctor, who was one of the convicted witches. That letter is worth some money. Isn't that amazing? Not worth a lot of money, but it's worth some. But I wouldn't sell it. I would just keep it. Okay. BillO'Reilly.com store wants you to check us out. We are making some new mugs, by the way, which you're going to like, but I'm not going to pitch them until we have them in. I like my Team Normal mug, all right? Team Normal mug, made in America, beautiful, lasts forever. So if you're looking for a mug, but we're going to have new mugs with really pithy slogans coming on up. If you want to order all the killing books at once, since we're segueing now into the confronting series, they are together. We will ship them to you, all 13. We have a very great price on Killing Crazy Horse, $12.95, because I bought out the publisher pretty much, took them all away. $12.95. Word of the day, and this is a real word. Don't be a nudnik. I remember when I was 10 calling people nudniks, Nudnik. Don't be a nudnik. Bill at BillO'Reilly.com. Bill at BillO'Reilly.com. Name and town, because we do get a lot of good letters I can't use because I don't know if you're a real person. Name and town if you wish to opine. Okay, final thought in a moment. Mike Lindell and MyPillow employees want to thank No Spin News viewers for the continued support and to say thanks. They're offering 50% off their best prices on overstock, clearance, and even new products. Right now, get 50% off the MyPillow 2.0, their brand new flannel sheets, or their 6-pack towel sets. They offer free shipping on larger items such as mattresses and mattress toppers that are 100% made in the USA. Everything is on sale. Kitchen towels that actually absorb, dog beds, blankets, couch pillows, and much more. So please go to mypillow.com, use the promo code BILL, or call 800-869-0298 for free shipping on your entire order. That's 800-869-0298, or go to mypillow.com, promo code BILL. True or false, using your tax refund to pay off credit card debt is smart. False. Donewithdebt.com published a brilliant survey designed to let you keep your hard-earned tax refund and reduce or eliminate credit card debt. Done with Debt found that filing bankruptcy is usually not the answer, and taking out loans to pay off credit cards usually increases debt. When you engage Done with Debt, their legal experts and skilled negotiators take on the credit card companies for you. Their winning strategies are designed with one goal: solve your debt situation quickly and permanently. So first things first, chat with a Done with Debt strategist, explore your options. Some debt fighting strategies are time sensitive, so you'll need to move quickly. For a free consultation, please visit donewithdebt.com. That's donewithdebt.com. So here is a final thought of the day. Yesterday we said that the elder people over 65 is booming as the baby boomers hit 65 years old, a record amount. So I was thinking about it last night, and I'm a baby boomer. And I said to myself, I changed my point of view about life, I would say about 5 years ago. And I said to myself, look, I've done pretty much all I can do in my career and in my life. I think I've led a good life, and I've been lucky. So now, in the years that I have left on this planet, and remember, a lot of people don't think they're ever going to die, okay? I'm going to try to change from being self-absorbed, all right, to putting other people as a priority. First thing I did was I reorganized my entire estate, which is complicated, all right, to make sure that my family, the charitable foundation that I have, everybody was taken care of, and I wanted to minimize the tax on it. Okay? Took a year, 1 year to do that. And I have great accountants and lawyers, but it was so complicated. That's number one. And I did it, and I'm happy with the way it came out. And number two, then I kind of said, all right, this is what I can do for these people. And I did it. I'm not going to tell you what it was because it's just personal, but a number of people that I knew I could help, and I did it. I did it like that. I didn't wait. Okay? So when you reach a certain age, then it's time to swing into action. All right? It's fine if you're down in the villages and you're having a great time playing pickleball, whatever they do down there. I got to get down to the villages, by the way. I know a lot of people down there. But that's fine. Have a blast. Have a great time. Treat yourself. You've earned it. But also think about your legacy and think about other people, what you can do for them. And do it now. Because, boy, stuff happens fast. All right? So that is the final thought. We thank you for watching and listening to the No Spin News on our 300 radio stations across the country. And we'll see you tomorrow. Thank you for watching the No Spin News. To watch the full episode anytime on BillO'Reilly.com, please sign up to become a premium or concierge member. Visit BillO'Reilly.com to sign up and start watching today.